No one may have noticed, but this will be my last conference today. And, I thought about what comments to make here. And it is, as I've watched elected officials come and go over the years, it strikes me that one thing very unique about the Railroad Commission is that when serving as a commissioner, unlike other elected official jobs, there is a group of people that really have a good sense of whether or not we do a good job. I mean, this agency, I should say, is very narrow in its scope, and our staff here, our team here, they're very affected by what we do, and they are very in tune with what we do. And so I think the more appropriate thing to do is to recognize the true excellence of the people that work here. When I first got to the Railroad Commission, people would ask me all the time, "Hey, Ryan, what things surprised you?" And even though I've worked around the oil and gas industry for 20 years prior to coming here, I have constantly been struck by the level of knowledge and commitment to doing excellent work that defines our staff at the Texas Railroad Commission. I think it was Thomas Jefferson who said something to the effect of, our political system works its best when those in office approach these jobs not as what is who you are, but just what you do temporarily. And yet so many of the people who are here part of the Railroad Commission team, they're here for 10, 20, 30 years. And in particular, recognizing a few that I got to work with personally. First of all, Callie Farrar, you've only been our secretary, our commissioner secretary for, gosh, I don't want to say maybe a year or a little longer now, but you always bring a smile. You are always pleasant. It's just great to interact with you every time. In technical permitting, Tiffany Humberson, your knowledge and your directness about expectations, I find that every time I get to talk to you, I have so much confidence in what you do and how you do it. Lorenzo Garza, Joe Sestouli, our assistant oil and gas directors, in all of the time I've gotten to work with the two of you, once again, a great handle on the operations that you've been responsible for. If I've ever had questions, you are very quick to respond, always with a smile, always with patience. Misty Dozier, you, when it comes to talking about frequent flyers, your ability to kind of navigate, those operators who may be struggling to because of some instance, but really are doing the right things, and those who we seem to have to deal with a lot. Your insight into that has been more than educational. It's been so valuable to us. Clay Woodall, as we worked on the on ramping up our well plugging program, you were always willing to have those discussions and be challenged. And I love the energy with which you present on those topics about how we're doing and the numbers of wells we're getting plugged. From a technical perspective, expertise, Leslie Savage, your dedication for, I don't know, 35 years, your knowledge of the geology, it's humbling to be around you. Paul Dubois, one of my most proud moments as a railroad commissioner was when I, as a professional engineer, got to turn in my letter of recommendation for you to get your PE license. Once again, working alongside you has been a constant education. All of our district directors, when I've gotten a chance to get out into the district offices and interact with you, man, it's just been, I wish I could list you all by name. One in particular, and not to separate you aside, but Travis Bear in San Antonio. The couple times we got to work together, Travis, it's just so neat. I feel like I should just carry your bags when I'm out, because you seem to always have a good handle on what's going on in the area and serve the public so well. Our hearings division, Christy Reed, Dana Lewis, and all of the hearings examiners. I know that every day most of you must have opportunities to go somewhere else for more money because of your knowledge and the work that you do to document these cases and deal with both the politics and the technical issues and follow the rules. Once again, it's a pleasure to watch. Brandon Harris, as we have ramped up our IT program and things have changed, you have to strike the balance of what do we do today in short term to react to some of the budget items that we get, and yet you do that with such consistency as we strategize short term and long term needs. Kari French, your thoughtfulness, your class constantly as I interact with you, and your advice over the years has been really. Once again, your grace under the dealings of politics has been really, really special. Danny Sorrells, your combination of knowledge of industry, which is pretty rare because you're out there so long, and your just no nonsense approach is not only refreshing, it kind of keeps us on our toes, and I love it. Randall Collins, you run an operation here, which is just, you almost never hear from you because you're just keeping the trains running on time, if you'll pardon the pun, and I love to work with you. And finally, Wei Wang, from one of my first days here at the commission when you were our CFO, your analytical approach to doing a job like this, I think, is somewhat unique. And I so enjoyed the exchanges over the years, talking about how you use WTI prices to sort of forecast what's going on at the Railroad Commission. That's just a few names. So many names I really should mention, and forgive me for not going through all of them. But I will tell you, it's probably hard for someone to come into office like this and be around such a class group of people and not be deeply personally affected by it. I will let you all be the judge of my time here at the commission, but let me say this: I'm a better man for have gotten to work with all of you, and I am deeply thankful for the time that you invested in me and that you gave me and that you honored me with your patience and with your support. I am indebted to you all, and I wish you nothing but the best as the Railroad Commission goes forward. You're a vital agency to such an important industry to not just our state, but our entire nation. And you bring a level of class that is beyond compare. God bless you, and Godspeed. Take care.